Good morning, students. Welcome back to another session of soft skills. And today we are learning a very important topic. A topic that's name we have heard quite a long time, and we have heard this particular term many a times from our seniors or from our parents or from our colleagues or friends or whatsoever it is. But sometimes we are not very sure what is exactly the meaning of this particular term. The topic that we are discussing today is communication skills. To begin with communication skills, I would like to make you understand about what is communication skills first of all. Okay, so communication skills is basically one person sharing his views, thoughts, through expressions, through postures, through gestures, through verbal, and through he's making the other person understand, or a group of people understand what he or she wants to make them understand. The communication skills basically needs two or more people. The first one is the sender and the other one is the receiver. If the sender, the message that the sender has sent to the receiver, and if the receiver is not able to understand that particular message, so it means that there is some communication gap. There can be some communication problem done. So to begin with this, firstly I would like to tell you about the types of communications. So there are basically four types of communications. First one is the verbal communication, then we have non-verbal communication, then we have pictorial communication, and the last one is the written communication. So I would like to begin with the very first communication. Communication first is the verbal communication. As we can see, the name itself says verbal communication. So it means the communication that we are doing through our words, through the way we speak, the delivery that we speak, the way we talk to others, and we try to communicate through our words, right? Then the second one is the non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication is very important because, as we have heard this particular term, action speaks louder than words. So it is the same way. The non-verbal communication comprises and it consists of the gestures that we do, the postures, the eye contacts, the actions that we do. That is all comprised and makes non-verbal communication. I would like to tell you a small story about this particular communication from my own life. So the place where I live, the very next door, there is this boy, just 18 to 19-year-old boy, and he's into his graduation, he's into first year. And one day I was standing with my mom, and this boy, he was driving his scooty, and he was going down the lane. And my mom told me that, do you know this person? He has been recently visited to some places in Europe, and he has been into a 10-day trip to abroad. So I was like, not a big deal, I can also visit. You just give me 2 lakh rupees, and I can also travel to Europe, and I can travel to other places as well. My mom started laughing, and might be because she understood that I did not know about this person. She said that, do you know about this person? I said, yes, I know that he lives the next door. She told me that he is a differently abled child. He cannot listen, he cannot speak. Students, I want to tell you, there are people who cannot speak also, there are people who cannot listen also, but then also they are able to communicate. This particular person is a perfect example of non-verbal communication. I definitely recall that particular moment and understood that how he would have managed traveling at the time of airport, at the time of plane, and at the time of hotels that he might have checked in. The third one is the pictorial communication. This communication comprises of logos, images, and all these things through images, through logos, through pictures, we try to communicate, right? Sometimes you can see with the people who are very small, the small children, their parents try to show them the picture, and then they try to make them understand that this is an apple, or this is a phone, or this is a book. And the last one, and is one of, again, a very important one, is the written communication. and written communication comprises this communication comes such as the email etiquettes, the email writing. Sometimes we don't speak, we don't see each other, we don't talk, but then also we communicate. We communicate through chatting, we communicate through emails, we communicate through written communication. There can be a possibility that you have started working in an organization, and it's an international organization, it is an MNC, and this particular MNC has a head office that's there in London. So definitely there can be a situation that they sometimes give you a video call, but every time they cannot give you a video call. So that's why they try to communicate through emails or through their own personal chats. So these are the 4 types of communications. These are the 4 major types of communications. Now I would like to tell you something about what exactly, how you can improve your communication skills. What are the exact ways to improve your communication skills? So there are basically 4 ways through which you can improve your communication skills. The first one is the listening. By listening, by understanding, you might have seen whenever we travel to some place and we can see that there are many foreigners coming to that places. So we try to listen them, the way they speak, the way they are delivering their words. They are trying to make us understand, and we try to learn by listening them. We sometimes watch movies, we sometimes watch some American series or some kind of such things we watch, and we try to listen and understand what they wanted to let us know. And it is a very good practice. Definitely when you start listening, so automatically you will try to implement that thing in your day-to-day life, and you can understand, the vocabulary will be improved, and you will be getting new and new words on regular basis. The second one is speaking. Now speaking is another very important way to improve your communication skills. And now I would like to tell you something about India. I have already told you this particular thing in my introductory session as well, that in India we have a tendency to understand that the person who is speaking in English is a good communicator. But that is not true. The person who can make the other person understand what he wanted to make them understand. I'll repeat it once again for you. The person, the sender, who is making the receiver understand what he wanted to make them understand is actually a good communicator, or we can say is actually a good communication skill, or is actually a good communication. So speaking is another a very important thing. I would like to request you, start reading some books, start reading some novels, try to improve, try to learn some new words through dictionary, and try to implement those new words in your day-to-day life. And this is how you will try to gain. We Indians have a tendency that we feel very shy. We think that if we'll speak in if we'll speak in English, what that other person will think, or what that that particular person will think that, oh, I am speaking in English. There can be a possibility that you are speaking wrong English, but then also I would suggest you to speak. Speak, at least you will understand what you wanted to. Or this is how, whenever you have an opportunity to speak, try to be in that opportunity and try to make full utilization of that opportunity. And whenever you got time, start speaking. And whenever you speak loud. Speak loud, that you can don't shout. Speak that loud that you can understand. Because let me give you an example. I'll be speaking a sentence, and I'll be speaking this particular sentence twice. Fine, I'll be speaking this particular sentence twice, and you can automatically understand what I want you people to understand, which one is correct. Which one, the delivery, the language, the accent, which one is correct. So the first time I'm speaking, my name is Joy Spencer. This is the first one. Now I'll be repeating this particular sentence again, second time. Okay, I have spoken in my mind. Now, I am sure if I'll ask which one was correct, so you will say the first one. Because automatically I know that you have not heard the second one which I spoke, because that particular thing I spoke in my mind. And the third important way to improve your communication skills is reading. And again, this example is all about reading only. I have heard n number of students saying this thing to me. So we do read, we do try to read, and we read the whole book, we read the whole novel, we read everything, but then also we are not able to make our communication skills the way it should be. Because whenever we are reading in our minds, we are reading in ourselves, and we are not able to utter the word out. When we speak out that word, then you will automatically realize the word that you are speaking was not correct. There can be a situation that you were not speaking was, you were speaking was, right? Sounds. So automatically try to speak that loud that you can understand and you can listen, and automatically you will understand that where you people are lacking. Students, you are engineers and you already know that what is correct and what is incorrect. So automatically you yourself are that much smart that you know what is correct English or what is not correct English, or what is a good communication, or what is the correct way to speak out a particular term. And the last one, and again a very important one, is the observation. Sometimes we try to observe people and we try to learn through their observations, and we try to make a picture out of them. And I think this is a very good example, a very good way, a very good method to learn the communication skills. Definitely you have an opportunity, if you ever got an opportunity to have someone in your day-to-day life, or might be your friends, or might be your siblings, or your mom or dad, or the teachers, the faculties, definitely try to imbibe something good out of them. If the way they are speaking, the way they are delivering, the way they are communicating to you, definitely try to imbibe those things and start implementing those things in your day-to-day life. I hope that I was able to communicate what I wanted to make you communicate. I hope I was able to make you understand what I wanted to make you understand, and I believe that definitely you would have learned something out of this particular session. We'll be definitely sharing some of the online exercises, some of the online activities with you people. Just be with us and try to do those activities and try to give your best into that. And if anything you want to ask, if anything you come across which you think that you wanted to ask, or is there any kind of term that you think that this is what I wanted to know, or I wanted to understand again, so you have my email ID. I'll be sharing my email ID, I'll be sharing my contact number with you, and definitely you can connect to me on my personal window. I hope that you all have a good health, and be healthy and be safe. And thank you for this wonderful session. See you in the next session. Thank you.